Boom shakalaka, Bitcoin price moves sideways, but in the background, it is happening for Bitcoin. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, it is happening for Bitcoin. You definitely want to stay tuned for that. Before we get into it guys, like the video, join us on Twitter at Crypto Love, and subscribe to the OG Bitcoin and Crypto YouTube channel, making daily videos for over 7 years. Now today, fear and greed at 74, sideways for the past week thereabouts. The market sideways today, Bitcoin at 67,127, Ethereum at 2478, and BNB at 584. Now, Bitcoin continuing sideways for the past few days, finding support on this blue line, the 21 EMA, right now sitting between a couple key price levels, but has perfectly retested this bull flag, which does look good for Bitcoin, at least temporarily. If we take a look, we're 13% of the way past the halving. Now, comparing this with previous cycles, this is still before we see any appreciable gains for most of the markets, which would make us think, no sweat, just be a little bit patient. You have to remember, in 9 or so days, or 8 or so days, 9 days I guess, the US presidential election's coming up, and look at what it does for Bitcoin price right afterwards. Could we see the same type of thing for Bitcoin? Certainly possible. After getting rejected many times from this 217-day downtrend, Bitcoin has broken above and retested it. And should the price not go too much lower, well, that would be a perfect retest, meaning that the price is ready to launch off of there as the new stable base or the new bottom. As a matter of fact, Bitcoin is doing what it does every cycle. I like to call this a little chopsticks, where it just grabs whatever Bitcoin price between there right before price launches. And if you take a look after it launches, ooh, that's the best part of the cycle. So if you missed out from the bottom to here, you are not about to miss out from here to the top. Things are getting excited. Right now, the 2-week Bollinger Bands are the tightest, the third tightest instance in history. They were only this tight back here in October of 2023, so almost exactly a year ago, and also in September of 2015. Both times afterwards saw some pretty massive price rallies. It would go on to say we would likely see the same thing happening once again. You do have to remember, in the background, the money printers are going burr. We do have a breakout of global liquidity, new all-time highs, and historically, when this has happened, Bitcoin price hitting new all-time highs does not lag too far behind. We recently had signals like this one suggesting, no, not at a top, not at a middle. As a matter of fact, it looks very, very much like a bottom. This is the number of UTXOs in loss. So on September 11th, the UTXOs in loss reached its highest point ever, toppling the 2020 COVID crash and the September 2023 bottom. Major spikes in UTXO loss don't come right before terrible price action. They come at the end of it. When the loss is high, there's only up to go from here. So right now, price 60,000s, with a $10,000 price range, but the price is only up to go from here. Holy freaking cow. Also taking a look at the social risk metric, which gives a good indication of when we are near market tops. We are still very, very low at the bottom right now, meaning, guess what? Price has way higher to go. The MVRV momentum 180-day chart has just flipped green or flipped bullish once again. Previous times, twice it went up 70% from there. One time 160% and one time 640% gains after it flipped bullish. So this time it should be no different. We also have Berserk mode activated, the crossing of the 21 EMA and 20 SMA. When these have crossed historically, massive rallies are in suit. Guess what? They just recently crossed, suggesting we should be on the verge of a major, massive rally. The super signal suggesting, hey, this comes when the volume gets extremely low in a bull market. The last times this happened in December 2012 before a 10,610% rise, in October 2016 before a 3,461% rise, in September 2023 before a 200% rise. Well, on average, that's in the thousands of percents rise. So how high will it go this time? Well, maybe if you believe that Bitcoin is repeating this fractal that we saw in 2017 to 2021, where we have the top, the bottom, the little breakout from a descending wedge, well, that could be roughly $180,000 to $200,000 range. We'll see. Should get interesting in the next year or so. That's all for this video. If you enjoyed it, like the video, join us on Twitter with Crypto Love, subscribe to the channel, and also YouTube says watch that video right there. I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.